show you how I'm living. Diamonds on me might just blind your vision. Nowadays you might see me on your television. When I pull up in that whip, she gon' get in.
My name is K.Rich, and how that began, which is really funny. This takes me back to like third grade. I used to play basketball, and I was like really good, so I was always first pick. And there's a first pick round draft pick around that same year named Jason Richardson, and they called him J-Rich. So they started like calling me K.Rich, like saying I was like that good or whatever, and it just kind of stuck with me all the way throughout.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened, pretty much. Basically from like when I was a kid, like I used to beatbox all the time, and my mom used to think like there was something wrong with me. Literally, she used to think something was wrong with me. And then she realized like when I was mimicking the drum set, and I started playing on drums. And around like 7, I was able to like actually play like on like stage, 7 or 8, and that's when she really started to understand, you know, like I wasn't crazy. But that's when I started really like figuring out like that was what I was really into and what I love to do. So really it just started when I was really young.
Yeah.
And another thing is what's really crazy, my mom used to be with this group called Shekinah, and they used to like tour and like do like singing like around. And my mom, I used to literally be at church while they would make this music, and like while my mom would write the lyrics and they would create, and I was always in that environment as a young age, so that's kind of what stuck with me. Yes, I'm working on the piano right now, and soon I want to learn how to play guitar as well, but right now it's just piano.
Piano takes a lot.
Yes.
It's a very big instrument.
It's a lot of like memory and trying to figure out like your notes and
really
what goes with. It's
a big instrument.
A lot harder than drums, I'd say that.
Really trust no one, but if I did, you might be the only one, I swear.
I grew up listening to a lot of gospel, like Fred Hammond, Dietrich Haddon, Marvin Sapp, and then like I would sneak away, and my friend would let me like hold his MP3, like right before school would start. He'll let me hold it, and I would listen to like all Drake, like the Carter 3, all the Dedication albums, and all the old Drake. So I was really big into that. And I had like a weird thing with rock music too. Like I loved rock music, like always did. But people used to call me weird, but I always loved it. Like, so that's like the music I used to listen to a lot. That would be love trap. And a definition of love trap to me is, you know, talking about love and relationships in certain situations, but with like more of a like beat to it, like more of like a boppy beat to it. Because usually when you listen to like love music, it's like sad and, you know, but it's more like it has oomph to it, like, you know, it's high energy.
Yes.
But that would be my sound. It's just futuristic love trap. It's basically. My inspiration behind the new album was just love. Situations that I've been through in the past, a lot of relationships that, you know, did work or relationships that didn't work, stuff like that. And, you know, you're gonna definitely feel, you know, the difference in love between how the world sees it, how God sees it, and how I see it. That's what I really want people to take from it. And I also incorporated a lot of things from like the Matrix movie into it. So it's gonna be like it's gonna feel like a real like surreal experience. Like you're really going through it with me.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to lie to you.
So this album's coming out November 22nd, and I'm gonna make sure I stick to that and tell my manager like, yo, make sure I stick to it. So the 22nd of November, I'm really excited about it. Number one, I have to put Pharrell Williams, Like everything about him, his style, like how he just works, like he's just constantly working. I love Pharrell. Kanye West, I like how different he is, how he basically changed music as we see it. Like a lot of things that he did years ago, we're still doing, like music-wise and 808s and all that type of stuff. He literally created that sound. And Drake, because Drake made me feel like I wasn't alone, like, because I would feel I'm a sweetheart, so everything that I did was just kind of moving off of how I felt, and Drake made music that made me feel like I was going through it with him, and the last person is Lil Uzi Vert, just because he can make anything sound good. Like he could sell Ice Cube to a homeless person. Like that's just what type of person he is. So those are the people that inspired me coming up. My next goal is to change how music is seen, how it's put in a box, how it's put in, like, genres. Like, I want my music to be so different to the point where it's like, you can't even put a box on it, or title, like you can't put anything to describe it. You just gotta love it. You either love it or you hate it, basically. And that's really what I really want to just change that feeling, and I want to just change the music scene. What we think is important, from having so many diamonds or so many watches or whatever, when there's people that's starving. You know what I'm saying? So I want to change that outlook on how we see things, and that's really what I'm pushing towards. Going next up, I don't really worry about the fame as much anymore, or the money, because it's something that I love. So it's going to work because of the hours I put into it and the love that I put into it. It's gonna love me back. So that's what I plan on doing next. It's just changing everything.
Well, thank you so much for coming here with us, K.Rich, and let's hope for the best.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
I know you wanna trip like this. I know we typical.